right, guys, so if you've been having issues with water leaking in your floorboard, so this is the area behind your fender that the water should be coming out of. So what I did, I tested, I opened my sunroof, opened the sunroof, and then poured water down this little drain here. And when I poured water, I could see the water running down on the inside of my carpet. So what I did, I took the glove compartment down, just popped it open, and then had 2 screws on this side and 2 screws on this side. Took that off so I could easily get in there. The computer that only had 2 bolts that was connected, move that out the way, but it's really hard to get to back in the back there. So the easiest way, it's a hose that has came out of the connection. For mine, that particular hose, I guess by it being so old, it had shrunk, so it would not go inside the little connector piece here. Wouldn't sit in there just right. But for you guys, you will see that this is just disconnected. You'll be able to just put it back inside there. What I had to do, if you take this piece out here, you can get in there and you'll see that the hose just hanging in there. So I got something like some needle nose pliers to go in there and grab it to pull it back through here. And I'm gonna show you guys what I'm going to do. So I had cut a little piece off so that I could go inside of Lowe's to make sure I had the correct size. And I got some tubing. So the tubing that I got, okay, so the tubing that I got was 1/4 by 3/8, the outer dimensions. So this here, if you can see good, it's kind of hard to record, it will just go straight in there. And I'm gonna make it longer, and then on the other end, I'm gonna put this on the other end, silicone around that, and so when the water just comes down, it'll just come straight out in there. But what I'll do is I just want to make this a little fatter. But what I'll probably do is just have it coming all the way through. Yeah, so I don't have the silicone. Give me a second. Yeah, so just push it all the way through to the end, just to make this end a little thicker. And then this is just gonna sit down inside there. But yeah, let me get it set up and then I'll show you. And this is the barb, splicer, little connector hose that I got from Lowe's. And so basically with this hose here, I'm going to get it and push it inside the other hose. Go all the way up as far as you can go. All right, so this is basically what it's gonna look like here. Just made it a little longer. And then I'm going to test it out before, close this door, before putting it all back together. So we're gonna pour some water here, right in the drain. Hopefully you can see the drain. You see it running out. What you wanna look for, you wanna make sure that it's not leaking from up in this area, because you don't want any coming out right here. But if you want to make it fail proof, you can silicone right around here. But I don't think, I went pretty far in there. I don't think it'll leak, but I'm still just going to put a little silicone right there. But as you can see, it's doing what it's supposed to do. And then after that, I'll just push this back in there and connect it back to this, so the water will come out where it's supposed to. All right, so as you see, I put a little silicone there, which that's just really just extra. I really didn't have to do that. But another thing you want to remember, just make sure that this hose when you're adding your addition, make sure it's long enough. Don't cut yourself too short. After you done silicone, you have to start all over. So just give yourself a little extra. You can always cut down from this end here if you wanted to make it shorter, if you needed to make it a little shorter on the inside. But yeah, just give yourself a good little extra to play with. So there we go. So what I did, you can either take this out and then connect the piece up and then try to push it back through, and then have someone on this side to grab it through here with some needle nose pliers to pull it back through. But I just left it in. So I left it in there and then just got my hand in there to push that, the grip, the barbed connector piece right in there. Kind of tight squeeze in there, but once you get down there and you're dealing with it, you'll understand what it looks like. But yeah, if this video helped you out, definitely subscribe to my channel. So if you can see back there, right there, that's the water going down inside the tube where it needs to go outside. I don't know why it's not focusing, but hey, you guys can see it. I just poured all that water out, and as you see, nothing is wet in here. So my next thing to get this completely dry is I'm gonna get a fan in here. I even pull this out right here. That seems like, yeah, that's soaked. Pull that out, get that dried out, and I'm gonna spray some rust stuff on this so this won't rust and get bad. Yep. All right, so since this side was filled up with water, decided to take the seat out. So I got my seat out, and then pulling this back, we'll let this dry out a little bit. I may even, and then I'm gonna actually clean the carpet. I'm not gonna take it all the way out. I thought that it was gonna have a little bit more mold on it, but it's not that bad. So I'll be able to clean it like this on this side and then let it dry out. So that's what we're doing.